Who is speaking? Santosh already said that today I'm KV students exams are there, so I'm going to give the revision from home itself. Okay, I'm going to give revision from here only. And now, just now I started the session again. Okay, just join the session. Nice, super, super quality work I did. Where is it, my friend? Yes. Starting the session, please. So now look here. P of A is equal to 4 by 5. P of A intersection is 7 by 10. Then P of B by A. That value we have to find. With the help of this P of A, this we can find the answer. This is CBSE 2023 question. In this, another question we are going to solve. Wait, I'm just going to first send the link to the group. Little bit. Today class is not there. Today class is not there. Board exam is there for pre-board exam. Beta. Can I start your class? Okay, wait. What should I do? Huh? I'm going for the 12th beta. They are having pre-board examination day after tomorrow. Huh? 7 o'clock, okay? Online? You inform in group first. Message in group. You message in group that ma'am is teaching today surface area and volume. Maths, she is starting surface area and volume 7 o'clock. Okay? Small time I will take and I will teach because I have to stay with 12th beta. They are having pre-board exam. So I'm starting the session for what you call grade 12. Again, this is case study session. So please be there in the group and understand this section. Today, what work we are doing is first this one question I am going to solve, and then case study part we are going to solve. So this question is P of A intersection B. This section is there. So we know that P of A. So P of B by A is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. So A intersection B is 7 by 10 and P of B by A given is P of B by A we have to find and P of A is 4 by 5. So actually answer will come 7 by 8 because 7 by 10 into 5 by 4 cancel, it is 7 by 8. So just in the previous part we have solved, option is C is the answer. So this is a way to solve the question. I am starting case study. So case study part I am starting, yes. So this is the first case study of what you call probability. Let's check the questions. So when somebody will be asking about the case studies, how you are going to encounter the case studies of probability chapter and how you are going to solve the questions of case studies, let's check this one out. So now we are going to start our work with case studies. Okay, now look at it. The reliability of COVID PCR test is specified as follows. Means they'll make a story for you. You need to go with the story. So here, what is the story telling is key of people having COVID. 90% of the tests detect the disease, but 10% goes undetected. So 90% is detecting the test, 10% is staying undetected. Okay. Now that means of people having COVID, 90% of the test detect the disease, but 10% goes undetected. Fine. Just see the content, right? We will write the conditions what they are giving, and based on that only we will be solving the case study questions. Now look at goes undetected. Of people free of COVID, 99% of the test is just COVID negative, but 1% are diagnosed as showing COVID positive from a large population of which only 0.1 having COVID. One person is selected at random, given the COVID PCR test, and pathologists report him as COVID positive. So this is the story given to you. Now COVID, first question I have selected, and that is a COVID question. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, based on the information, whatever has given, we are going to make the case study possible. Okay, just 1 minute. So now what and all situations are given, that is given. Okay, we are going to follow that. First important point we have taken, and now we are going to solve questions based on that. Based on the above information, solve the following question. What is the probability of a person to be tested as COVID positive given that he is actually having COVID? Okay. Now first equation what they have given, we are going to we are going to add. So how to do the case studies is a very important part. So one by one we are going to check the question part, and then we will start solving question. What is the probability of the person to be tested as COVID positive given that he is actually having COVID? But what is the situation given? First, so the situation was, if we will check the question, in the question part we are going to collect some information. Just the reliability of COVID test. See, 90% of the tests detect the disease, but 10% goes undetected. 90% test is detecting the disease, 10% is not detected. This is one thing. Now, second part. 99% of the test is just COVID negative. 99% COVID negative, 1% COVID positive. Okay? But 1% diagnosed showing COVID positive. Now 0.1% have COVID. That's it. 0.1% is having COVID. So now what we are going to, hi Sadhana, now listen. So first we are going to write all the situations. What is the reliability of the test? The test reliability is 90%. It is catching COVID correctly. 10% it is not able to detect. Okay. Now 99% is are negative, COVID negative. 1% is COVID positive, and 0.1% 7 o'clock. Because KB 12th is having pre-board examination, so I'm giving them revision. So now 99%, Sadhana, good evening, beta. So here 0.1% is exactly coming as COVID patient. Okay. Now based on that information, how we can solve the question? Now first question what they're telling, what is the probability of the person to be tested as COVID positive? How to attempt probability case study? This is what I'm teaching you. First is, what can be E1? E1 is equal to people having COVID. First we will write like that. People having COVID. Understood, Beta? Now second one is E2, people not having COVID. People not having COVID. Okay. Now in that, the last part what they are telling, person tested as COVID positive. So person A will become person tested as COVID positive. Person tested as COVID positive. So once this person is going to be tested as COVID positive. Now first part of the question what they are telling. The first question of case studies. So our content was, the machine which is detecting the COVID is 90% accurate, 10% not accurate. Now 99% when went for the test are COVID negative. Only 1% is COVID positive. Understood? And 0.1% only is suffering from COVID. So this is the entire story. Now, what is the question? What is the probability? What is the probability of the person to be tested as COVID positive given that he is having COVID? Okay, so he is having COVID and he should be tested as positive. So this is one part of the question. So now what we are going to do, the person is tested as COVID positive when already he is having COVID. So already he is having COVID means E1. Always remember. So here what we are going to find, we are going to find a person A means having COVID. Person tested as COVID positive when already he is having COVID. Got it? Because E1 is people having COVID. Got it? So PA is tested positive, E1 is having COVID. Now, how much of that people are there? That is tested and having. So that percentage will be coming as how much? It will be coming as 90% by 100. So it is coming as 0.9% will be there. So which option is going to be the correct answer? 0.9% only will be having COVID and it will be tested. So what is the person to be tested as COVID positive given that he is having COVID? Got it? So that definitely 90% part is exactly coming to this part. 90% of this will be possible. So the correct answer will be 0.9%. 0.9% will be having, they are tested positive and they will be exactly having COVID. Now we will go for the second section question. What is the second part of the question? So this is the first part of the question. Now second part of the question, what they are asking. Now let's go for the second part of the question. What is the probability of the person to be tested as COVID positive given that he is actually not having COVID? So here not having COVID. Not having COVID means what? So testing part is there, not having COVID. So tested positive when he is not having COVID. So we know that E1 was having COVID, E2 was not having COVID. Okay. Now tested positive. A was about testing positive. Tested positive, not having COVID. And we know that not having COVID, tested positive was only 1% people was tested positive, but not having COVID is 1%. So it is 1%. So 1% is 1 by 100. So it will come 0.01%. So answer will come as A. So like this in case study, you people have to try, attempt and solve the question. So very clear cut question and very clear cut answer is given. You need to be very precise when you are solving this type of questions. Your mental state should be like, okay, fine, this they have asked, this way I have to answer the question. I hope you might have understood. So 1% of the people were diagnosed as positive. So definitely diagnosed not having positive, but this part is also A by E2 will be coming. Now we will go for the next part. What is the third question asking from here? What is the probability that the person is actually not having COVID? So having COVID, not having COVID. So the person is actually not having COVID was, we know that the person having COVID was taken as E1. Understood. The person not having COVID, the person having COVID was taken as E1. The person not having COVID was taken as E2. So they are telling what is the probability that the person was not having COVID. So not having COVID means E2 we need to check. So what we are going to do? That is from 100% public, those only 0.1% was having COVID. Just now we took out in the question itself, they told 0.1% people, public was having COVID. So 100 minus 0.1%. So that means 99%, 99.9% people do not had COVID. So when we will 99.9 means 999 by 1000. So it will come 0.999 people was not having COVID. Understood? So this is a way to solve the question. Now the last part of the question. The last part of the question, fourth question. Case study attempt is very difficult, so only specifically case study I'm designing and teaching. What is the probability that the person is actually having COVID given that he is tested positive? So definitely this is going to use Bayes theorem. Understood? Because here what part is given? Having COVID tested positive. Having COVID tested positive. Our last part we have done now. Having COVID and tested positive. So having COVID is PE1. Tested positive is PA by E1. Done? Now, understood. Having COVID tested positive, A by E1. This is exactly the part. Now, second part is P of E1 into P of A by E1. This is positive and not having COVID. P of E2. COVID was 0.1% people were suffering from COVID. In that 90% were having COVID test. Now here again 0.1% into 90%. So that is 0.1 by 100 into 90% people were having, and then how many people were not having COVID? 99.9% people were not having COVID and 1% were exactly tested. So this is the probability when the person will be exactly having he tested COVID positive. So this is exactly the way case studies of probability are going to be solved. So we know that how the situations are coming. So it is easy for us to solve, but you people have to do a very wholesome of practice. So this video I'm just making for you people so that you can be able to analyze and understand how to attempt the questions. Understood? So your attempting question itself will become very difficult if you people are not knowing. Okay. Good evening, Beta. I hope you might have understood how to go for this question, Panish. One case study I just now solved. I have explained how to go with different situations. Now, since the thing is demanding like these type questions are there, what is the probability that the person selected will be diagnosed as COVID positive? So, diagnosed as COVID positive. This is again another part. So, diagnosed as COVID positive, because in diagnosis, did you remember 90% you are checking? In that 90%, 0.1% is only coming positive. Understood? And 99% is checking, then 1% is only coming positive. So that part is very, very critical here. Total probability you have to check. So total probability when you are checking, how to use total probability is here. So they are telling what is the probability that person selected will be diagnosed. Means if I am selecting one person, that person is positive or not, what is the probability of it? So it will become P of A is equal to P of E1 into P of A by E1. Understood? P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by A. Now this will become total probability. Understood? So now this will be exactly whenever I will pick anyone, the person will be positive or not, we will check. So P of E1 means we already know 0.1% people were there, already we had a discussion. In that 90% people were exactly not there, 90% people were selected, the machine efficiency was giving 90%, and then not selected was 99.9% people were there, those who were negative, and in that 1% was exactly selected. So here this is exactly the solving. So this will be whenever you will pick anyone, it will be coming as COVID positive. So this part will come 1 by 1,000 into 90 by 1000, like this you have to solve, please. So 90 by 1000, 0.1 by 1000 into 90 by 1000 plus 99 cancel will come 10 into 1000 plus 1 by 100. So this is there, so this and this will get cancelled. So it will come 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 by 5 will come. Check and solve this question because 90%, 0.1% into 90 they have given. After that they have given 999. So already whatever values have been given, based on that only I am solving. So solving is your part. You just try and solve this one out by 100. 0.1 cancel, 1000 is coming 90 by 100. Directly 90 by 9 by this cancel 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one part is coming plus 99 by 100. So now it is coming 999 by 1000 into 1 by 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is coming 90009 plus 1089, 0.1089. B is the answer. 0.1089 B is the answer. So like this you have to solve the question, and this is case study 1. I have cleared for probability, and trust me, probability case studies will not be easy. You need to be very, very careful when you will be solving case study of probability. I am making these videos for you only so that you can understand what word we have to catch. Now this is exactly about insurance company. So here also you need to solve the question very particularly. Total probability we have to use here, and then we have to use what you call Bayes theorem. Both the concept we are going to use here, but how we are going to use the concept, that is the most important thing. Please check case study number 2. Case study number 2, how to go for case study number 2. So those people who are telling KV children, okay, please add those number which is there in the group. Fully numbers added is not going to work. So we'll go for Shivaranjani, go for case study 2. Now please understand this one out. An insurance company believes that people can be divided into two classes. Okay. So the major category division is two classes. So insurance company is dividing the people into two classes. So we'll see that part, and then we will write and we will make note of it. Because whenever any case study you are solving, first you need to write down all the preliminary sections, keep in your brain. So two sections are there, two classes, class 1 and class 2. Take like that. After that, divided into two classes, those who are accident prone and those who are not. So class 1 is met with accident, having accident or can be getting accident. This is class 1. Another class is those who are not having accident, not met with accident. So insurance part is 2 classes done. The company statistics show that accident prone person will have an accident at some time within a fixed 1 year period with probability 0.6. So remember this one. So those people who are accident prone, they will be having accident in every 1 year, and the probability of such people are 0.6. Again, rewind in your brain. Two classes are there. Class 1 accident prone and class 1 accident prone, and class 2 will be, okay, class 1 accident prone, class 2 will be, yes Bhuvnesh, Madesh, for you only started case study, first case study already over boss. Again after case study assertion reason I will explain probability case study part, 7 case studies do. Just try to see what and all techniques if they are using for solving the case study. In the previous case study na, they have given total probability also. Total probability was there, understood? So I just used total probability in first case. Now this is a different question. First you see how I am gripping the question. First, having a grip in the question is very important, beta. So how I am reading the question and writing the part, that first you see. So what I am doing is I am just understanding the story first. So insurance company is having two classes, class 1 and class 2. Okay, in class 1, accident prone people are there, those who are meeting with accident again and again. And class 2 is those people who are not meeting with accident. So those people who are meeting with accident, their percentage is 0.6%. According to the story only I am writing. Now so it is 0.6%, whereas the probability is for those people who are not meeting with accident. So those people who are not meeting with accident is 0.2%. Done. Meeting with accident is 0.6. Not meeting with accident is 0.2. Till here done. So the company knows that 20% of the population is accident prone. So how much is the percentage of people who are accident prone is 20%. Remember this three vital information. Again I am telling, two categories are there. One type people accident prone, another type people no accident. Understood? So this type people who are accident prone, yearly one time accident done, and their percentages, their probability is 0.6, and those who are not having accident is 0.2. And they are telling that out of total population who might have taken insurance, 20% people are accident prone. See, not total human population, total percentage of people who are in the company, because they have registered themselves in the company, they only can answer this question now. So 20% of them. Now these are the information we got in our brain. 0.6 accident, 0.2 no accident, 0.6 accident, 0.2 no accident, and 20% of the people who are meeting accident always. So they are having 20%. Busy. Okay, I'll call you. So 0.2, 0.6 and 20%. So these are the scenarios we need to check. So now based on the given information, can we see this question term to 2022? So definitely we are going to solve this question very precisely. What is the probability that a new policy holder will have an accident within a year of purchasing a policy? Nice question. Na? So within a year of purchasing policy, what is the probability of having accident? So first beta, two categories are there. What are the two categories? First category is having accident. So E1 is what? E1 is having accident, accident prone. Okay. So policy holder, the policy holder is accident prone. Remember, E1 we are taking as accident holder, sorry, policy holder, accident prone. What is E2? E2 is policy holder, not accident prone. Understood? Policy holder is not accident prone. So E1, E2 done. Now, beta, every time E1, E2 within a year, one population is getting accident. So P of E1 is 0.6. P of E1 is 0.6% is exactly getting. Understood? So that means 6 by 10 people are exactly getting accident. Now those people who are not having accident, not accident for prone is 0.2. So that is 2 by 10. Already in the story we have learned, and whatever story we have heard, based on that story we have written this one. Done? Now beta, first question we are just going to check what question they are asking. So till here our story is ready. What is the probability that the new policy holder within 1 year will get met with accident? So that means meeting accident. How can they be meeting accident? Here total part they are asking. Their total part they are asking. So it is 100% case of total probability. So here you have to go with total probability. Just 1 minute, beta. So when you are writing having probability, not having. So now look here. So this is when accident is there, not having accident. But beta, here the question is asking total percentage having accident. Okay, today I'm full time I'm giving to KV people. Dharnesh, good evening, beta. Full time important questions, and we are going to only focus that areas where is creating problem for us. So now beta, this is that part. So this is exactly going to explain how much till here I think it is over. Now what they are telling beta, we need to find 20% of the population are exactly meeting accident. So 20% of the population they told na beta. Last part what they told 20%. So we will be making that what is the meeting with accident. 20% of the policy holder are meeting with accident. 20% of the policy holder. So E is meeting with accident. Meeting with accident. And they have told that 20% of the policy holder are meeting with accident. Good evening. So 20% of the policy holder are meeting with accident. So it will become 20 by 100. Okay. Now the first part of the question becomes, then how much percentage is not meeting with accident? So if 20%, so total policy holder of a company is 100%. In that, 20% is meeting with accident every year. That means 80% is not meeting with accident, is not meeting with accident. But beta, 20% is meeting with accident, that means 80% is not meeting with accident. 80% is not meeting with accident. 20% is meeting with accident, 80% is not meeting with accident. So beta, how we are going to write? So those people who are not meeting with accident very frequently is 80 by 100. Okay, so policy holder within, okay, these are the policy holder within 20% is within 1 year having accident. So how many are not having accident within 1 year is 80%. I am changing my words because previous part I can't go. So just whatever the question here is, E was there. So E was meeting with accident in a year. Meeting the accident, because the main question was meeting the accident in a year. So definitely this part is in a year, not in a year. Now, first part of the question is that a new policy holder will have accident in a year. So now how we are going to find it out? It will come with a total probability beta. So the total probability formula is okay, within a year accident is equal to P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2. So this part will be taken, we will take this as A. So here story itself will be done. A is easy to understand. So here P of A is equal to, all the set is ready. So P of E1, P of A by E1, P of E2, P of A by E2. Just only one thing, now you need to solve it. So here 6%, 6 by 100 into A was frequently in a year meeting with accident. P of A by E1 is 20 by 100 plus remaining 2% are not having accident. So 2 by 6 by 10 only 0.61. 6 by 10, 2 by 10 into 80 by 100. And this will give you the answer because this and this got cancelled. Now this and this got cancelled. What is the answer? 12 by 100 plus 8 1 8 2 is 16. 6 2 is 12, 16 by 100. So total it is coming as 28. 6 plus 2 8, 28 by 100. So it is coming as 28 by 100. Please remember this part, 28 by 100 part is coming. 28 by 100. So correct answer is coming as 0.28. 0.28 is coming. Here 0.28 is coming, beta. So this is one part is over. One part is over. Now second part. So like this question we are going to solve. Again and again I am telling probability questions are not easy. Case study has to be understood very nicely. You need to remember the words what they are telling. So I also got blown away by meeting the accident. Then I understood that the part they are telling within an year, accident within an year. So 20% within a year, then 80% not in a year. And then only total probability we are finding. Okay. Now the second part of the question they are asking. Please kindly remember the second part of the question what they are telling is, let's check. Suppose that a new policy holder has an accident within a year of purchasing a policy. Now within a year accident happened. Okay. Now what they are telling, suppose this, what is the probability that he or she is accident prone? This is a very important part, children. Remember, accident prone beta, accident prone. So roughly whatever word we have written in the previous part, E1. So P of E1, we are going to utilize all the information what we have written. So P of E1 for us was 0.6. Okay. 0.6. P of E2 for us was 0.2. Now beta P of A was accident within a year. A was what? Accident within a year. Okay. Now after that what we have done? We have written P of A by A1 and that was coming 20% people are having accident within a year, and then beta those people who are not having accident within a year is 80%. So 80 by 100. So these were the informations. Now better they are telling the next part of the question what they are telling that now understand here are we going to apply total probability or going to apply Bayes theorem. Here only biggest challenge will come. Now you see how to catch which part of probability formula you are going to apply here. Now check this one nicely. Suppose that a new policy holder has an accident within a year of purchasing policy. So this already happened. What is the probability that he or she is accident prone? It is a complete case of Bayes theorem. It is a complete case of Bayes theorem. Understood? How it is a complete case of Bayes theorem, beta? One part, two different sections are there. Accident prone within a year, accident not accident prone. accident prone, not accident prone. Total part is coming, and from that they are telling accident prone, and he or she has an accident prone, and within a year accident there. Okay, so this part will totally come with only one section, and that is beta Bayes theorem. For Bayes theorem, what we will do? We have to find accident doing with accident in a year. Okay, is equal to accident doing in a year, accident doing. This section we are exactly going to check. So now how we are going to find accident doing in a year? So this part P of E, P of A1 by P of E. Total prone of accident. Okay. So E by E1 by A is equal to this part, we are going to write P of E. That is P of A. Total part. Total part we are going to write. So here this situation is 6 by 10. 100% that person will be going for. And then P of E by P of E by A1. So here E by A1 will be what? 20 by 100. A by E1 is 20 by 100. And then P of A. Just now we got P of A. P of A was 28 by 0.28. 28 by 100. That's it. Because this was meeting accident. So now this, if you will solve, you will get the answer. 6 2s are 12, this and this will get cancelled. 12 by 100, 28 by 100. So this and this will get cancelled. 12 by 28. So 2 6 are 12, 1 4, 2 3s are 6, 3 by 7. Answer is coming as 3 by 7. Approximated 0.42. Yes, Darunesh. So approximated 0.429 will be coming. Check to 7 3.07 4 28. Sorry, 28. So it will come to 0.075 sorry, 7 2s are 14. Then here 6.078 is 56. So 0.428. Correct one. 428 or 429. Roughly this much value will be coming. Okay. So roughly this much value will be coming. This is case study 2. And doing 2 case study itself, we have taken this much time. Now we will go for third case study. 7 case studies I have aligned for you people. Come on, go for it. 7 case studies. Now you go for this case study. Try to solve this case study. A shopkeeper sells 3 type of flower seeds: A1, A2, A3. Now by seeing this part itself, you need to analyze. A shopkeeper sells 3 different type of flower seeds: A1, A2, A3. So 3 different type of flower seeds are there: A1, A2, A3, and they sold in the form of mixture. There are proportions of these seeds are 4 is to 4 is to 2. So the proportion is given as 4 is to 4 is to 2. Hmm? The germination rate of the 3 type of seeds are 45%, 60%, and 35% respectively. So this is the story given. 3 type of flower seeds: A1, A2, A3. How many type of flower seeds? A1, A2, A3. Then after that, proportion, ratio proportion, they all are mixed together. So mixed together means total mixture content is 442. The germination rate of 3 type of seeds are 45, 60 and 35% respectively. Now beta, again this question is very very important for you people. So they calculate the probability that a randomly chosen seed will be germinated. Boss question. This is boss question. Randomly chosen seed will be germinated. Randomly chosen seed will be germinated. Just 1 minute. One student is crying with her. If I will not attend this, that student will cry more. Now the student will not cry. So now beta, probability that a randomly chosen part will be there. For this, what work we have to do? Three different quality of seeds are there. What and all are the three different quality of seed? Ratio part first check. So our work is to select the content and solve it very particularly. This type of question, how to solve, I'm telling you. So three different type of seeds are A1, A2, A3. But they have given their ratios. So ratio given is very difficult rather than given fixed quantity given is I think 4 is to 2 is to 4. Wait, one time let me check. Percentage also let me check. 4, 4, 2, 45, 60, 35. Okay, ratio of three different seats are 4, 4, 2, 35%, 45% and 60%. 35%, 45%, 45%, 1 minute, yeah. 4, 4, 2, 45, 60, 35. 4, 4, 2, 45%, 60% and 35%. A1, A2, A3. This story till here over. Now beta that means what? Ki they have given us three different type of seeds. Ratio of mixture is 4 is to 4 is to 2. 45%, 60% and 35% is exactly accumulated. Now randomly one has to be chosen. Boss, which one will be chosen we don't know. In that situation, total only we have to find. Okay. So where E is we are going to take the most important condition that seed germination. So your technical point is seed germination. So here A is the thing that is seed germination. We need to talk about seed germination. Okay. Now E1 will be A1 flower, A1 type of flower. So E1 will be what beta? Three type of flower seeds are there now. So A1 will be E1 will be type A flower, that is type A1 flower. E2 will be what beta? Type A2 flower. E3 will be what beta? Type A3 flower. Okay. Now what they have given about 45%. Okay, 45%. Now check this one out beta. So here flower of E1. Flower of E1, that is when they will be talking about E1 means A by E1 type flower. How much percentage they have given beta? 45%. So 40 by 100. Now here E2 how much percentage? 60% is given. Now germination of which one? Because germination can be done of any different type of flower now. So here germination can be done for any part of flower. So E3. Now better here this part will become 35% by 100. Anyone can be germinated here. Seed 1, type, these three are the different type of flower. Their ratio is this better. No, anyone can germinate. We don't know. But beta, we are only going to talk about germination. So what is the formula? When we talk about germination, germination can be done for E1. Understood? When germination of E1 is going to be working, E2, when germination of E2 part will be there, E3, when germination of A by E2, then germination of A by E3. So now we have all the formulas now. The ratios are, but beta first we have to find P of E1. What is P of E1 beta? Ratio is 4 is to 4 is to 2. Add it 4, 4, 8. 8 plus 2 will be coming as 8 plus 2 will be coming as 100. Hello? Yes, beta. But I'm continuously taking from 320 class for you people only. Are you there in the new group or not? Wait, I'm going to add you. Send me the number fast. This number only, just send me in WhatsApp group. Because KB children are having pre-board examinations. So I'm teaching all case studies and probability questions. After adding you, I will send the solutions. Okay. Class is going on. Yes, online you see full I have sent. Now look at it. So P of E1 is 4 by 10 into P of E1 part A by E1 is 45 by 100 meter plus 4 by 10 into second part is how much meter 60 by 10 60 by 100. Now second part is 2 by 10 into 35 by 100 and this will give you probability of seed germination. Because seed germination can be done for any one of the seed. So since seed germination can be done for any one of the seed, we can have all conclusive form. So if you will solve, you will get that part. Okay. So this part is coming in how much beta 45 90 by 1000 plus 240 by 1000 plus 70 by 1000. So total is coming how much beta 90 70 40 240 240 480 by 1000. So this is coming as 0.48%. 0.48 is the chance of seed germination. Check to calculate to this one. Calculate and say how much is coming this answer. 160 3570. So 240 plus 90 plus 70. Super 490 by 1000. So 0.49%. Okay. 0.49% is coming. So this is exactly the way we are solving. 0.49% is coming. So this is yes 0.49. Yes, beta. That's what. Thank you so much, Danish. Sometimes big calculations we can do, but small calculation we can't do. So this is one part, beta. This is one part, and this one part will be costing 2 marks. Now second part also we are going to solve. In second part, what work we have to do, that we need to check. See, this is case study third only, and I have compiled 7 case studies. In probability, 7 type case studies first we need to do. Then only you will get randomly that idea how to attempt those questions. Second part of the question, let's see, beta. Calculate the probability that seed is type A2 given that a randomly chosen seed germinates. When this question is given, boss, for sometimes now our brain is also not working. Very nicely think what you have to do. See, calculate the probability that the seed is of type A2. Means 3 type seeds were there, type A2. Understood? Given that a randomly chosen seed germinate. Randomly chosen seed germination means you have 3 quality of seeds. Understood? In that, randomly, one seed you are searching and that is A2. So definitely beta, this is Bayes theorem. This is Bayes theorem and beta, we can't do any other work rather than Bayes theorem here. Because anyone means 3 type only is there now. From 3 type, 1 type you have to choose now. So 3 type is already there. So 1 type you are going to choose. So that means you have to choose A2 from A out of E2. From second case, A will be there. And what is the situation? We know that it will come E2 into E2 by, now start with this, P of E1, P of A by E1. Now formula is P of E2, P of A by E2 plus P of E3 into P of A by E3. Now this is a way to proceed with the questions first. Now we will recall the values. That was, we started with 45, 60, 35. So this one will become 60 by 100. Ratio was 4 by 10. So here 4 by 10 into 35 by 100, 45 by 45 by 100 plus 60 by 100 into 4 by 10 plus 35 by 100 into 2 by 10. This is exactly coming as for type 2 beta. This is coming for type 2. Please solve and give me the answer. What is the answer coming for this one? What is the answer coming for this one? It is coming 4, 6, 24, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So 24 by 100 coming here, beta. Now this part is coming 90 by 1000, 90 by 1000 plus again 240 by 1000, and then beta here again 70 by 1000. So just now we did now 24 by 240 by 1000 we will write, then it is better. 240 by 1000, down it is 490 by 1000. So this and this got cancelled, this and this got cancelled, 24 by 49. 24 by 49. Easy, yeah. Once you will grip that part means answers will come easy. 24 by 49. Only this much work was there. And if you will do it sincerely, Miss Beta, it will come. So next we are going to do, Madis, what happened, right? Hmm. 3D also I am going to give revision, Madesh. Take clear cut picture, it is not clear. Rather than that, idiot, you could have written in pencil, pen. It is very difficult for me to check Madesh. Sorry. Fine, I'll check it. I'll check it. I hope you might have understood this one. Come on, go for it. We'll go for the next question. Oh, nice. Go for this question, beta. What is the question given here? Come on, go for it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm giving you 40 minutes break. In that 40 minutes break, I'm going to teach another class, and in that 40 minutes break, you go with this case study. I'm sending you the case studies. I'm sending you the question of the case study 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 3 case studies I'm sending you, 4, 5, 6, 7 means the entire PDF I'm sending you. This PDF, these 4 questions, you go for it and please share the answers. Okay. So like this, we will be going through. And after that, next I'm going to start which chapters we will be telling. That chapter I'm going to start. Come on, go for it, please. Get ready for it.